Real sick in the building. What's the word, man? Shout out to B Dot. I see the hoodie you got on. Make sure y'all go
Yeah,
get that.
shout, shout out to B Dot.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm good, bro. Salute to the chat.
yeah.
My bad. I don't know why my phone's always fucking up,
Nah,
but
it's all good. You know the chat is very active in there, man.
uh,
Let's get straight to it, man. A lot of people, you know what I mean. You've been having a crazy year. You know what I mean. At first, I think it just started off with saying real sick. You know what I mean? It's having a good year, and then I think as time progressed and we've seen you more, now people are definitely saying you in the runnings for champion of the year. You know, Pat Stay being a veteran, but
yeah,
and I mean from Canada, I consider him a legend. Um, you know what I mean? He's had a great career battling in all different places, doing all different type of things. So, how does this battle get set up? Because everybody, of course, individually thinks y'all both dope, but I see a lot of people saying, "Yo, this is a random matchup. This is I didn't expect this." Like, can you tell us how it got set up?
um, well, first I just got a call out of nowhere. I was working on my next one, which was probably gonna be in November,
Mm-hmm.
but I just got a call from Beasley, and then he told me just past day, and the price was ridiculous. You know what I mean? So like, it just started with that. It was mad random, but as I started connecting the dots and talking to more people. Um, I found out Drake personally like requested this matchup. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So for everybody that's like, yo, we don't know if like how involved he really is. He's really involved in every single matchup. There's some of these matchups he picked himself. You know what I mean? And obviously he's a big fan of Pat. And then I knew he was a fan of me when I battled Arsenal. Right after that, some of the staff members were showing me, texts of him spazzing out like, "Yo, sick, he's crazy, whatever, whatever." Right? Which let me know when I met him at Nome, he didn't know who I was because when I
Yeah,
asked him for the picture, but like whatever. But or maybe he knew, but he wasn't like as familiar or whatever. But yeah, I know he personally, you know, wanted to see this shit. So that's a different kind of motivation. I never thought I'd battle Pat
mm,
because Pat was one of the first guys. This is a pattern that I gotta stop thinking. You know what I mean? Like I never, I, the people that like start supporting first and like just giving advice and shit like that. Now everybody wants to see me battle. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you included. So like
yeah,
I
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I gotta stop with the he's cool. He gave me advice. You know what I mean? And he I could just hit him whenever, and that means I guess we ain't gonna battle. But nah, Pat was one of the first guys that was really, you know, talking about me in a way of like, yo, this the next dude. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we got a mutual friend in common. My boy Nino Bless.
Oh,
He's
shout out to Nino Bless. I know who
shout
Nino
out to
Bless
Nino
is.
Bless.
Yeah,
And he's super cool with Pat too. You know what I mean? So we've talked on the phone a couple of times. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know, man. And he's a cool dude, man. Like
yeah,
we're just like so I never knew what I would say to him. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But nah, this battle's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. You know what I mean? All of that. So
Copy, copy. Now, yeah, when you said that one part right there about giving advice with people that you're cool with, I was saying that on Restore Order yesterday. I feel like that's automatic though. Like, if
hmm
if I got if I got more experience in some shit, and I see somebody that got the same mentality that I had when I first came in, I feel like it's my due diligence, of course, to tell them or help in any way I can, because like no matter how good you are, no matter how experienced you are, it's never gonna be like hearing it from somebody that already went through it.
yeah,
But we practice in hip hop, so it's like, yeah, when me and you battle, it's never on some like we not cool, we are. But it's
right.
like you do at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It became teams, but it's always still, even in that case, like just somebody trying to boost up their individual stats or prove to the culture that they the best. So, you know what I mean? You Kevin Durant got to go in there against you know what I mean, Harden before they got on the same team. LeBron went against Melo, but you know when
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
off the court, you know Melo and LeBron is just going to be wild competitive. They're going to both drop a lot of points. It's going to be great. People going to be excited. It's on a skill thing. But now when Chris Paul and Rondo get on the court, it's a different type of energy because some
Right,
people
right.
you really don't like. So I mean
Yeah, yeah,
that's the difference from a good battle just off skill set and then a grudge match.
yeah, yeah.
But my next question for you is with all the things that Pat Stay is capable of doing, do you feel like without giving away any of your game plan, there's any adjustments you gotta make? You know what I mean? Being that Pat is very versatile.
The only adjustment that I need to make or that I've made already is just prepare earlier.
Mm.
Like ever since I battled Chilla on 12 days prep and we had one of the best battles last year, I
Mm-hmm.
started like I didn't finalize my material till the week of, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And for this one, you know what I mean, I actually got time, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Cuz like this is the first battle in a minute that you know, that I actually had 4 or 5 weeks in advance, like notice.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I battled Danny. That was scheduled early, but I didn't. Just as a competitor, I didn't want to be just writing while he got all these battles going on. So I waited till his Ness battle was done, and then because that's when his next battle was me. You know what I
Mm.
mean? He had his shit for Suge already. So I was like, all right, I'm a start writing when he starts writing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I did that. That was like 2 weeks. Um, what's it called? Me and Ars had like 2.5 weeks signing the contract 2.5 weeks before. Me and Av had 2.5 weeks, and that was June, July, and August. That was back to back,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that I got this much time, I was like, I might as well. You know what I mean? It's a big opportunity. I respect Pat a lot. Pat is definitely one of my favorites. I think he's one of the hardest rappers to beat.
Mm.
Uh, and as I'm preparing for him, I'm kind of like understanding like it's how difficult it is to try to predict what he's gonna do because you never can. You know what I mean? You never know. You're like he might see the way you pronounce a word and not like it, and then have half a round about it, and the crowd's gonna be dying. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he can angle out of anything. Like he is very dangerous. You know what I mean? So like that on top of like you just have to be prepared for everything and you got to be on offense. That's the, you know what I mean, at the same time you got to do both. So like um I'm trying not to give a lot away, you know what I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Don't nah.
yeah,
I mean,
I just prepared earlier, you know what I mean. This
yeah.
is the first battle I actually had time for, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since the Ultimate Madness, everybody that's in this Ultimate Madness loop or whatever, they know we could get ready in 2 weeks. Me and Kid Chaos had
Yeah.
2 weeks. You know what I mean? I wrote my shit for Magic the week before, and then like I said, back to back over the summer. Like that. That's the kind of shit that like, if you rap, it's like you said, practicing hip hop. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So like, you got to be ready whenever. But yeah, for this one, yeah, I actually enjoyed the preparation process. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
one, I had time. Two, I'm like chilling. You know what I mean? I'm not under a crazy deadline. Uh, I got a certain amount of shit I got to do by a certain point. I'm setting goals. You know what I mean? Like, and it's fun because I'm a fan of Pat. So now I'm going through all his old shit. You know what I mean? And remembering, oh shit, that was crazy. And then I'm going through, you know, I'm just starting to like battle rap again. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a job anymore. I got to chill. I went to Summer Madness. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed as a fan. And then through this, I started to have fun with battle rap again. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. What two things I wanted to say? I wanted to answer for somebody because on YouTube too, I want y'all to notice. From what I heard, it's supposed to be 500 to 600 people in the building. So this will be a, you know what I mean, a nice size crowd.
yeah,
You know what I mean, it's not a silent room, so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it could be room shakers.
Right.
Um, this the next question I got because a lot of people were saying this. They started saying in the comments. I know the answer, but I gotta ask the questions. a lot of people are saying because a lot of battle rappers are saying, yo, this is the biggest bag I got, or the bag is crazy, the bag, to the point you got certain people now that supporters of the culture saying like, well, are they just doing this for the bag, or can we expect, you know what I mean, still that A1 material? Like, what is the motive? But I'm gonna let you, of course, answer it. But I just want to chime in and say this. Sometimes, you know what I mean, the money is the motive. That doesn't mean that the performance is not going to match the motive. Sometimes it's different things that get motivated. Sometimes you gotta motivate yourself. For me, but I'll let you elaborate. You being on, you know what I mean, the card, and you saying that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that a determining factor of, was that the reason you was like, yeah, let's do it? And is that gonna factor in with your performance? And do you think that will factor in with anybody else's?
The bag comes in when it's like that only provides more motivation for somebody like me. I'm a year in.
Mm-hmm.
I battled Jay last May. You know what I'm saying? And now the where I'm at now, and now this is my baseline now. Whenever you get a crazy bag, you still got to do good if you want a higher bag next time. Like
Mm,
I think if people are just looking at the bag, you're just looking at that for that, then like you that's not a smart business move. Like
yeah.
every my price has been going up every single time I've been on that stage. And the reason for that is like I don't even gotta negotiate really. Cause I'll have a number in mind that's bigger than the last time, and they'll just come to me with like that number or even bigger. This is the most I ever got paid, and every battle I've had has been the most I've ever got
Yeah.
paid. But
Yeah.
of course,
I know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
like that's not like that. That's not the only motivator though, especially for somebody like me. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
year in, and I already bet how many legends did I battle already? I
Mm.
did Philla Jones, B Magic, with
Arsenal.
Danny Ars Ave, and now Pat Stay. I've I think my resume this year compared to everybody else's, I have like I stood in front of like think about the battles that I've accepted, and all of this leads to the answer to the question, I guess. But like I've the people I stood in front of when I stood in front of them have been the people that have been like the toughest challenges, or it would be a hard thing for people to do. Mike P on a return. Danny Myers,
Mm.
while he's champion of the year. Arsenal. I'm from Jersey. He's the king of Jersey. He could talk shit. He could do whatever. Av. Everybody ducks Av. And now Pat Stay, one of the hardest dudes to beat ever. Like when he's on his A game, like he's like I'm taking the crazy challenges, and then whenever me and you lock in, like that should show people like I'm not. I think I've had like the toughest road in front of like if you think of unless I'm forgetting somebody, but like I'm standing in front of opponents that other battle rappers aren't. They not jumping at that opportunity. They gotta sit back. They gotta wait. They gotta do whatever.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm
Mm.
doing that, and classic a casket. That's been my shit the whole year since I got here, and that's what it's been. So my motivation.
Jay Black just posed a great question. In this battle right here with Pat, do you feel like you're the underdog?
I don't know. I think I
Mm.
think probably. I
Mm.
think I think so.
Mm.
Cause it's not like Pat's been giving bad performances. He just slipped up versus Shine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he got what? He's been rapping since what, '06 in the Elements League in
Mm-hmm.
Canada. You know what I mean? Like,
He did his research.
and then yeah, come on, man. I know what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
like he's been here for that long. I don't think people are gonna. I'm surprised by it, to be honest. I'm always until I battled Arsenal, I was always the underdog,
Yeah.
and I think I was the underdog again versus Av. And then
Um.
I think I am. I think the people that um you know why else, bro? Cause like I said, if I'm being honest with myself and
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you I'm finishing my shit the week of, and I'm giving the kind of performances that I'm giving, that means I could be even spookier. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's something that I had to tell myself. Like, yo, I'm writing this shit in less than 10 days and giving these kind of performances, one of the best battles of the year, or I'm bodying somebody. Like, like I said, and that's a bad mentality to have. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stay locked in that, but like,
Mm.
that's how I've been doing it. So for this, like I said, that's why this time is crazy, but it's still a good balance because you don't want to. That doesn't mean I'm trying to write the most complicated, intricate shit because that's not gonna work,
Yeah.
especially against somebody like Pat Stay, especially in front of a crowd. It just gives you more things to think about, and you're just more prepared. You know what I mean? So
Fact.
like, but yeah,
Once again, man, for like when I meant to say it at the end of the last question you was answering with the bag and all that. Shout out to
yeah,
Drake again, you know what I mean, for
yeah,
elevating the culture, for
that,
you know what I mean, not just coming in throwing money, cause believe it or not, I mean, if y'all know the track record in the history, y'all know disaster. I mean, y'all know Drake was at DNA versus Disaster.
yep,
This is 10 years ago, so it's over
yeah,
a decade in that he's been watching the culture consistently do big events. He threw a big event for King of the Dot, you know what I mean, and now he's throwing the biggest event, you know what I mean, for URL. So it's definitely great, you know what I mean, because at the same time where the culture, some of the people that are not the battle rappers, you know what I mean, for you, like you said, you did all this in a year. Certain individuals that, you know what I mean, they've been working very hard, waiting for that payout
mm,
their whole career, and you know what I mean. Drake presented that opportunity for him, so I'm gonna clap it up for that. Clap it up for URL,
that,
all of them putting the card together. I think this
yeah.
card is gonna be crazy.
I
Last
think
question on the battle before I get your predictions before you get out of here.
okay.
With this being with a crowd, how you calling it? 3-0, 2-1, or you just gonna say you feel like, you know what I mean,
I
you gonna win?
think because of Pat's last performance, he's gonna be A1.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think the fact that I got, the way I look at Pat, the opportunity, like all of this shit, like we're both gonna be on our A game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to answer your question earlier, that adjustment question,
Mm.
like people, I this ain't no secret. That's why I'm saying it. Like people, I see people saying, "Oh, you can't just rap. You can't just rap." But if you watch all my battles, I don't just rap. I be having
Mm.
angles. I joke. I had that shit with Danny Myers about how he always puts himself in the list. I was joking on Mike P. If you see me in London, I was joking there. Like I'm only bringing up the joking part because that's the part I see the most. Like, oh, I don't know if he could. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be trying to do something that I don't do, but I do everything. Like,
Mm.
I do everything depending on who I'm in front of. When I'm in front of B Magic, I'm doing a beat right after he says his slogan. You know what I mean? I was cracking jokes on Chilla Jones. Uh, like I said, jokes, angles, punches, flow switch ups. I could do everything. So like, I think if maybe I've been doing one thing more than the other because I've been preparing so last minute.
Mm.
But now that I got time, man, I'm back to normally just being a well-rounded battle rapper. That's who I am. I can do everything. But I don't know how this battle's gonna get called because we're both gonna be on our A game. I
Yeah.
think this battle's standing out no matter what because nobody raps like me or Pat. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like
Yeah, I could agree with that for sure.
on that whole card, you're
Mm.
gonna get. I think this battle's gonna be the most well-rounded battle. You're gonna have everything in it. You know what I mean? So it might be battle of the night, and that's what I do. Classic a casket, right? So like, if he shows up, it's gonna be a crazy battle. Obviously, I'm trying to win every round. I'm a battle rapper. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
uh, if that happens, then obviously 3-0. More likely, I think it'll be a 2-1 either way kind of situation. But I'm preparing to get every single round. You know what I mean?
Got
Uh,
you.
but
Um,
yeah, it's Pat stays so unpredictable. You can't just say that. You know what I mean? So like
yeah, that's
that.
that's definitely your prediction for your battle. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the other five before you get out of here.
yeah.
Lux and Geechee. We'll start there.
These battles are crazy.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I think Lux is gonna rap really good, but Geechee's gonna battle better,
Mm.
and that's why Geechee's gonna win. Uh,
Mm.
like I said, Lux is one of the greatest rappers. Like he's fire. His pen is crazy. He's one of the first people that was a pen, but also had personality and charisma. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
I
like
agree. I agree.
people don't give him the credit for that. Like, yeah, he's a pen, but the reason he could go on a stage and do that shit and still have moments where he's shaking the room is his personality, charisma, delivery, all of that kind of shit. So he's a and his music is really good. He's a rapper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I think that like when's the last time Lux battled somebody with like Geechee style? Was it Calico?
No, I
Like
want
I
to say.
think
I want to say.
Calico
Yeah.
he have like a similar style, but
Mm-hmm.
like he so I think he'll be motivated in a way only because it might be a little reminiscent of that, but
Mm.
also that's kind of been the last that or his hollow performance has kind of been the last time. All respect to Lux, but when's he had like 3 good rounds
Oh,
since Hollow
yo,
probably.
listen,
Right?
listen. When I say that sick, I'm a hater. I'm mad. I'm upset because I keep it a
I
buck.
love Lux, bro. Lux is fire. Like Lux is a
Lux is one of the greatest, but I'm talking about three of those where it's spooky. You feel me?
battle
That
rap
was
is
hollow.
different. Battle rap is different, right? Because like
Mm-hmm.
Lux just did a project with this dude named Cambada. If you
Mm.
guys don't know who Cambada is, check him out. That dude is ridiculous. Uh, but Lux and Cambada did a project. I was tapping into that. There's a couple songs from Lux I listen to in the gym. I'm a fan of Lux. Like I'm not hating. I'm just battle rap is different. Like having 3 good rounds stands out, which is why the people that are in the champion of the year discussions are the dudes that have battles with 3 good rounds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like every round fucking matters. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
you can't. Yeah, you could be memorable with 1 round, but you gotta, it's a marathon. You gotta like, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have 3 good rounds because that shows like not only like battle ability, that's like versatility too. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I could talk about anything. I could make each round something different. I could, you know what I mean? And that's you need something like that for battle rap. So um I think that Geechee's been more consistent. Um he's more there's no rust on him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he attacks his opponent in a way that especially with a crowd there uh is going to be more favorable. I think that when you watch it for the first time, Geechee's gonna win. Like you're not gonna have to think too much, but the more you watch it, the closer it's gonna get. Just because that's how Lux writes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I,
yeah,
I, I could I could agree with what you're saying with that. Like I said before, you know what I mean? Niggas said I was hating. I said Lux is Mount Rushmore legend. You know what I mean? And one of the staples in the culture. But if we talking
right.
about 3 rounds that make you question like what are you doing in the culture? I haven't seen that type of material since Hollow. Also too, where's this battle taking place at? The West.
Yeah,
Um Aside from that, Lux can't rattle Geechee. There's nothing he's gonna say that's gonna get Geechee out of pocket.
yeah. I didn't even say that.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it's a ticketed event on the West, and that's what the
With a
Geechee
crowd.
push. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like that's crazy.
You know what I mean? But like I
Yeah.
said, man, I miss to spin the block. If I ever get a prediction wrong, I'll come back and tell
Mhm.
niggas, yo, I got it wrong. You know what I mean? There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
Next battle, New Jersey Twerk versus Tay Rock.
Shit. Jersey.
Mm.
Uh, this is the other battle that I think might be battle of the night if it's not me and Pat.
Yeah, I
I
had
think,
this as a battle of the night. Facts.
yeah, I think this battle is gonna be explosive. You know what I mean? This is gonna be that battle that's like room shakers left and right. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like this battle's gonna be crazy. The energy is gonna be crazy by the time we get to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, shit. I think Twerk is gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a crazy ass battle. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I think Rock. thi- This is one of those battles where you know both people are motivated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for
I don't.
different reasons. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Mhm.
yo, there's no way that Twerk is gonna not do what he does in this battle. You know what I mean? Especially if you've seen like the end. I was in the building when he battled Loso, and that kind of energy times whatever it needs to be times by because he's standing in front of his favorite battle rapper. Like
Mhm.
that's a different kind of motivation. You
Yeah.
know, because like yo, like for example, Pat Stay's one of my favorites, right?
Mhm.
So that's why when I'm standing in front of him, when I'm preparing for him, and all of that stuff, it just your inspiration and your motivation is different. You know what I mean? Because you actually respect the person that you're standing in front of. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
like Twerk respects Rock. You hear it in multiple interviews
Mhm.
where he's saying Rock is his favorite battle rapper.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. Like that if factor shouldn't be there for this one. I get why it's there. You know what I mean? Like it's nobody's fault but Twerk's fault.
Yeah.
But like so I understand why it's there, but I think for this one it's kind of like just as a battle rapper, I feel like I know what both of them are, the energy that both get going in there with. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think this could also be battle of the night, but I think it's Twerk. I think Twerk's gonna win.
Um. Next battle, Sue Surf versus Calico. Who you got?
I got Surf. Um, Surf just seemed more ready to battle whoever, and I
Mm.
like that energy from Surf. You know what I mean? With the whole, I don't know. I know there's rumors that it was planned or something, or like I don't know what was going on with that whole thing, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, he was just ready to battle whoever. You know what I mean? And he
Mhm.
was like, all right, if you can't bet, and this is when the shit was 4 weeks away or something, and he was like, all right, if Cal can't battle, I battle JC, I battle Solomon, I battle whoever. You know what I mean? Like,
I was just telling people. I said Surf Energy after this John John performance. He unlocked a new character. Haynes Sue Surf is different. My man is in Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, Instagram Lives, caffeine, and he
yeah,
wants pulling up on niggas in person. He wants all the smoke. So I
you know
definitely
what?
love the energy.
Yeah, you know what it might have been. Maybe after his Lux and 40 battle, maybe he just soaked in the energy
Mm-hmm.
of battle rap because he's at every event, he's commentating. You know what I mean? He had a show on Caffeine talking about battle rap. You know what I mean? He's up there, he's in the building watching. He's not watching from the back. When the
Mm-hmm.
battle starts, he's going in the room and standing there and watching and observing. He's like that's how he looks at battle rap. You know what I mean? So he was probably just soaking that energy in, and now he's just, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
in battle form, like
Mm-hmm.
so, like so. I think that's why I think Surf is gonna win. Like I don't think he's playing around with this shit, especially like you got to realize this opportunity and what it could do for somebody, especially somebody that has as much music out as Surf. You know what I mean? Somebody that's already at where he's at, like it's a big opportunity, and on top of that, he's just in that mode. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you don't want your John battle to just get fucking swept under the rug. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like because I kind of felt like that when I battled Mike. People thought it was crazy, but then I had Double Impact like 3 weeks later, and the fans said Arse and Chaos won. Right?
Yeah.
So like I was like, damn, I just won, and now I lost. You know what I mean? That's why I went into Danny with a different kind of energy, like into that battle. Whoa, that was crazy. Um,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, well, I didn't even go
Yeah.
there.
I mean, every time you come on the show, you know it's one of those, man. That was wild. But I understand what you mean. Shout out to
Oh,
Sick,
you
man.
having me on mad early, bro. That's fine. Like I don't. My sleep schedules ain't like right, especially around battle time. But anyway, yeah, I think Surf got a different energy. I think he's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Cal is Cal. Cal's one of the best.
Absolutely.
I think he's everybody on this card is gonna go crazy. I think, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got
Next one. This is a rematch. Another rematch.
yeah.
Rum Nitty versus Tell Easy to Block. These punches ain't easy to block. You know what I mean? Rum Nitty versus T Rex. Who you got?
I think Nitty's gonna win, but I think Rex is hilarious, and his personality and shit like
Yeah.
that, throwing the hat, like all of that stuff. That could be one of Rum's kryptonites. It's kind of like when Rum battle Reed. You know,
Mm.
I think Reed and Rex are more similar than maybe Nitty and Rex are.
Yeah.
But Nitty's gonna have more room shakers. He knows what to do in that kind of room. You know what I mean? But if we see Rex in a rare form, like this battle's gonna be crazy. Um, but yeah, I got Nitty.
Mm.
Um, yeah, but Rex is amazing. Rex is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Um. Last battle on the card. Jazz the Rapper versus Young Gaddis. How you looking at this?
Shit,
Word.
man, this battle. I think the more people sleep on Jazz, the crazier she's gonna do. Cause I do see a lot of that, and I get it. You know what I mean? She hasn't battled since that 2-on-2, right? But she
Yeah.
has,
She hasn't battled since Summer Impact. Correct.
yeah. But her last 1-on-1 was E Hart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's like I was saying with Surf, bro. Like she's still at every event. She's hosting events.
Yeah.
She's doing like so. It's not like she's far removed from knowing what's hot and what's not. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like, um, Gaddis is a crazy rapper. Like
Yeah.
Gaddis is crazy.
Goddess gets busy, and she's around too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? She battled official. Aside from that, she was judging Ultimate Madness 4, so she's definitely outside
I
too.
think I think she's one of the. I mean, obviously she's one of the best because she's
Mm-hmm.
been here for a minute too. But she's also just pen wise.
Yeah.
She is crazy, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Gaddis might edge it,
Mm.
but I think Jazz is gonna be incredible. But nah, Gaddis, the way Gaddis raps, she has momentum,
Mm-hmm.
like in the way that she raps. So if she's hitting, like if y'all ever saw like Gaddis versus RX or Gaddis in official, you know what I mean, like something like that kind of momentum is kind of like it's like a freight train, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I think that works with a crowd, especially if you're landing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not landing, now that might be where Jazz has the advantage. I think Jazz she's not rapping as I guess as fast or at the pace that Gaddis is on, but she focuses on the punch, right? So like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jazz might have the advantage with the punch, but I think Gaddis has the advantage with the pacing. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
I think this battle's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if battles go in order like they are on the card, like that's the perfect place. You know what I mean? To have it. Listen, it's another set the tone kind of battles. I think me and Pat are going first, which is great. You know,
Fire.
I want it to happen like that because then we could battle, we could set the tone, and you could put us anywhere on the card. We're gonna stand out regardless because, like I said, nobody raps like us. So like, it's gonna be something different regardless. And then, but like going first with a fresh crowd, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That
Like,
that that energy is
yeah,
unmatched. Like
and,
people also that don't watch the event live when they used to see it come out on YouTube.
mhm,
That's something they never knew.
yeah,
You don't know the order. The order doesn't come with the YouTube video. It's just you watch the
yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
video. So that's key at events too. Like a lot of things
yeah.
going to affect at an event.
Hmm.
The winner and loser in the crowd can be determined by when you go. If you was the third battle, you might have got more reaction, but now you the sixth. Somebody else went and changed the temperature and the tone of the event.
You know what's
People don't know
crazy?
that.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Like
Like
when
not trying to
I
be funny, in Houston, it was a performance real talk type of night. That's
Yeah,
the energy that was given off. From it started with Real Name Brandon. You feel
yeah.
me? MVP had the punches. Real Name Brandon was more the performer and the real talk. They went crazy for that. What was the next battle after that?
Easy and Chess,
Nah, they
right?
wasn't
Oh no,
second.
Castro and Ars. Castro and Ars.
Castro and Oz, same thing. Performance, real
Yeah,
talk. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Easy and chess, performance,
yeah,
real talk. Surf performance that stood out.
yeah,
Performance, real talk. Like that's the night. That's the way the night was leaning. So you got to know Cal and Geechee. Look at all the people that had dominant performances. Like in that room, believe it or not, somebody else's battle before may dictate the temperature when you go on. This is all
yeah.
shit people don't.
That's the fact.
Now, I mean, niggas is not reading when they watching it when it's happening. You just in a moment like, oh, all right, I don't like this battle, but you don't really know
Yeah,
why because that's not the energy that's being like. People don't believe the energy is powerful. If we in a room all night, right, and there's a bunch of people just spitting punchlines and bars and getting wild lyrical, you don't want to hear a nigga joke now.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now he just now I mean and then he could be going on and he's not even reading the room and he got a bunch of material with that and now nobody's laughing. Or it could be a night where niggas want to laugh.
yeah. It could be the other way around. Like if
Yeah,
the
you
tone
just like that's
jokes. Yeah,
that's why battling with a crowd is always tricky. And I
mhm,
don't downplay it because I think it's an art. I think battling without a crowd, you know what I mean, you're showing off your lyrical capabilities, which is very important to the art form. We need to see people push their pen to reach a level that we haven't seen because I feel like at this point of hip hop, we are the ones that set the bar for the new ways to do punchlines, the new double entendres, the new
right.
wordplays. You only gonna get to see that in a small room, caffeine volume setting. That's needed. But at the same time, we gotta show people this show could be going on the road. This could become a
Yeah,
tour. This could be something where, you know what I mean,
you
people
gotta
could tune
adjust.
into it and watch it like UFC. So you need the crowd too. Like
Yeah,
I appreciate people that shake the building the same way I appreciate I mean the writers and the people that get busy. And then there's certain people that can do both. But
yeah.
it's definitely a it's definitely an art to it all. Like people
Facts.
mistaking that crowd shit and just go, oh, it's gas, it's bias. I mean, it seems that way when you're not there, but when you in the building, it's a certain type of energy and it's a certain
Yeah,
type of like I said, it's masterful when people know
yeah,
I can say this and I'm gonna erupt the building and I can do
yeah,
this or I can adjust this because that's the thing too. With
yeah.
that crowd, you got to be able to adjust on the fly.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah, like part of being a I know people don't use the word MC anymore, but that's the word. Like I
Mm-hmm.
really take a lot of pride in that word. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
part of being an MC is being able to do everything, and that includes when it comes to battle rap, no crowd or having a crowd or having
yeah.
a medium-sized crowd. You know what I mean? And knowing what to do, like adjusting to your environment, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
Like
like somebody in the comments just said the problem is everybody who attends the event isn't an actual battle rap fan. That is true, but it's an art.
you got to
It's like
adjust it.
yeah, it's like when I went on when I battled on BET. Everybody watching it could be like, ah man, you know what I mean? You know, it's not what an average battle rap fan wants to see.
Yeah, but
But I know the room.
yeah,
I know who
yeah,
I'm in
yeah,
front of. I know if I start breaking down and talking about when you did battle such and this happened, nobody wants to see that. They don't understand that. What is he talking about? Now it's confusing. It was so
yeah,
crazy, right? In that battle, people don't know, right? This is another Jew that people don't pay attention to. The coin flip, Geechee Gotti won. Geechee Gotti knew what I was gonna do, so he wanted me to go second.
hmm
Now, if this is in a real battle in a URL setting, what Geechee did would have been masterful because I'm about to say everything he's about to say. I
yeah,
was cool with going first because I set the tone. I'ma steal the energy. So now when I say all the lines, I ended with the Nipsey bar, and he comes back and says everything that I say in front of this crowd. They just
yeah.
feel like, yo, why is he saying the same thing DNA said? He said it already.
Right, right, right.
So it doesn't work in the strategic mode of I'm gonna go second, so I'm gonna make it look like I'm rebutting it. They don't
Yeah,
understand that. They just understand
exactly.
what DNA just said made us go crazy, and he's saying the same thing. Why is he saying the same thing?
Yeah,
So,
because
so
you gotta realize like a crowd like that, their experience with battle rap ain't. It might not even be a cappella. You know what I mean? The
nah,
only
yeah,
they might have watched was on beats or like diss tracks and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's a perfect example. Like you're one of the guys that adjusts So like, while some people was knocking it, like, oh, we've heard a line like this before, or that's a simple line. I think the rappers are watching it like, yo, that's some smart ass shit. You know what I mean? He knows exactly where he is, and he knows how to control every environment. That's part of,
Yo,
you know what
bro,
I
the
mean?
two keys in life is like reading the room, even when you're not rapping, and self awareness,
Yeah,
bro. And like I said, I tweeted this earlier. Pride and ego, that's people's two worst enemies. When that gets in the way, you'll stop so many things that you could obtain and make happen because you're letting that get in the way of what's the objective. Why am I switching my shit up? This is what I do, and then you miss out on the opportunity because you can still do it. Like it's still
yeah.
DNA. You know what I mean? But it's a different bag. You feel me? At the same time, I'm a rapper to some people. I'm a friend to others. I'm a father to my daughter.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
you could do different things, still being true to yourself. So
Getting rid of your pride and your ego is part of elevation, I think. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely
it's one of those things that people don't even let go of until like that's why they say like maturity doesn't matter by like how old you are. It matters by like your experiences and your thinking and all of that
facts.
kind of stuff, right? So like some people I know, I'm everybody probably knows some people that are like 45 and still immature as hell. Pride,
Facts.
ego,
Facts.
all of that kind of, yeah, you got to,
What?
the soon as you get rid of that, it kind of helps you elevate with everything else. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Elevate. Shout out to B Dot.
Yeah, shout out to B Dot. Make sure y'all go to b.thegod.com. Go get your Elevate shirt. I got my hat over here. Shout out to B Dot for the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, sick. Tell them where they could get your merch at. Now, I mean, we're gonna let you lock back in 11 days away. The
yeah,
biggest card this year. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Till death do us part.
I got you. I was gonna post this later today, but y'all get the exclusive. From
Mm.
now to the battle, if you type in the promo code SICK30, SIKH, the number 3, the number 0, you get 20% off on my site, realsickstore.com. Whenever you got everything in the cart, put that promo code in, you'll get 20% off. Shout out to everybody that's been copping, bro. The merch game is different, bro. I
Super,
didn't know.
super,
I
super.
feel I feel so much more gratitude knowing that people support me the way that they do. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
talking like people in Australia. They might only be buying a shirt, but after all the shipping and all of that stuff, the price is crazy and they still buying it and DMing me, yo, I'm a fan, whatever. Like,
yeah.
yo, that shit is crazy. Shout out to everybody that supported. Like I said, realsickstore.com. SIKH, the number 3, the number 30. I mean, wow, the number 3, the number 0.
What's your website? I just put B Dot here. Let me put yours too. What's the name of it? Mm.
Realsickstore.com.
Okay.
Sick is spelled SIKH.
Got you. Yeah, I got
Realsickstore.com.
that right. You know, the first few
Yeah,
times I
yeah,
used to spell your shit
you got
wrong
it
with
now. Yeah,
pause.
you got
Yeah, I
it
got you.
now.
I bet. Shout out to Real Sick. October
Yeah,
30th. Real Sick versus Patch Day is going down, man. Make sure y'all tune in.
facts. Follow me on Real Sick 99 on Caffeine on Twitter